How's it going, folks? So today I have a viewer request video here for y'all. I'm going to be checking out a band called Haunted by Angels, and the name of the song is Neverland. Never heard of them, so I'm looking forward to this. But like I said, there's a viewer request video. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And so, yeah, without further ado, I'm looking forward to this. It's always exciting when you don't quite know what to expect. So, yeah, let's just jump on in there and give it a listen. Rangers, go.
Of the new day dawning into a paradigm. Reaching for the high, she pulls her way into place called Neverland, where dreams start coming true. Trip to last. The mirror holds the answer, sinking in the sides, where she finds a door back to Neverland. No.
very curious song there. I was most certainly not expecting that, but you know what's interesting is in the very beginning, it really kept me on my toes. I wasn't sure what direction this song was going because it starts out with kind of like that main guitar riff, which I really dug that riff. It's fun and kind of playful and has a nice rhythm to it. But it just reminded me of like Sum 41, something like that, like the song Fat Lip. Ba-da-da-bow, 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 ba-da-da-bow. You know, and this had that, you know, it just had like a very similar kind of thing to it. And then all of a sudden you get like the growl, like the raspy kind of growl, and I was like, oh wow, okay, you know, is this going to be like dark and you know what have you? And then it kind of goes into the guitar again when it is doing those little things after that. It almost took on like almost like a southern rock or southern metal kind of vibe, and I was like, all right, what's going on? Like, what's this song going to be like? You know, and then the song proper kind of started and all that stuff. So, and you know, ultimately, this song it sounds super 90s. Even the cover there looks very, very 90s. Just the way they're standing there, and the folks in the background are kind of faded, and then the one in the front's kind of kneeling down, and just the color of it, and I don't know, it just looks super, super 90s. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, you know, this song itself sounds super 90s. Like, it just has a very kind of 90s rock sort of vibe, you know, like a 90s like underground rock, like, you know, not like one of the major like 90s rock bands that were all over the radio and all that, but you know, but still firmly like in the 90s sound. It just had that kind of sound. So I just found it very, very interesting. Ultimately, you know, the song, it's not, it's most certainly didn't like blow me away or anything. It was kind of neither here nor there, you know, but it had its charm. Like, I'll definitely give it that. Like, the guitar play, I really, really enjoyed the guitar in this song. The main riffs, the little solos, and all of that good stuff. The guitar work was a lot of fun. In that one spot, like, you could really, you know, the bass started going, and I thought that was really tight. It had a nice groove to it, and the drums were fine and stuff as well. And, you know, the vocals had like an interesting approach. It was very kind of almost like a casual sort of approach. Like they weren't like in your face or like really like prominent or, you know, in the forefront. They were just kind of like there. And so, you know, the vocals were neither here nor there. You know, it just sounded like a very casual approach. Like, you know, you weren't really hearing like what the vocalist could really do, or it almost felt like they were holding back a little bit. But again, at the same token, it kind of suited the style of the song. And, you know, I think that's where the majority of the charm lies, for me anyway, is just the approach to this song. It kind of has like an easy breezy kind of way of going about with some neat little guitar licks and riffs and just the overall vibe of the song. It just, I don't know, it's different. You know, it's definitely different. And yeah, I mean, it's not something I'd go listen to again, really, but there is a charm there. You know, it was not what I expected whatsoever. But again, just the overall vibe, just the style, it kind of took me back to a different time, if you will, just with the sound. And because the mix and everything too, it also just sounded a bit garagey. You know, it had like a demo kind of quality to it, but that also kind of lent itself to sounding like just kind of a 90s sort of underground rock sort of vibe, you know. So yeah, I might would have liked a little bit more with the vocals, a little bit more movement, or you know, a little bit more of a melody in there than there was. But you know, again, I feel like the music was nifty and fun, and you know, the vocals, I'm just not quite sure what they're fully capable of and whatnot. So I feel like maybe the vocal melodies could have been a little bit stronger, because the music, like I said, it was kind of fun. And again, you know, after all that, it still had its charm. Like, I enjoy listening to it, but it's not something that I would just go listen to a bunch or anything like that. But I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's different. It's just different. So that's the best way I can sum it up. I found charm in it. It was interesting. I'm curious, like, what this band, does, like, when they're actually from, or, are they current, or all that good stuff. I'm just not sure. But so, yeah, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What you think of this song here? It's a curious one. Have you heard of this band before? If so, like, what's their deal? Or are they active currently, or, are they an older band, or all that stuff? And thank you to the ranger who requested this song. It almost feels like a little bit of a time capsule, whether it is or isn't, just the sound itself. So, yeah, interesting. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Ranger, out.